What's up, everybody? It's me, Spectrar, here in another video in Factorio. I have found some direction of what I'm going to do. First, we're gonna, essentially, jeez, I don't know why I did that. We are upping our iron output, because we're going to need more of it. And I think as far as the direction goes, we're just gonna keep trying to make the next science and try to automate everything that is needed for that. So first off, I want to start the iron pull off after these ones so that I can build other rows over here and have them merge in. That way I don't have this problem where I have iron not being made because the belt is full. God, words. So I'm going to need this again, but this time we're going to do it after this so that I have plenty of room to move stuff. And then do that. No. Oh, geez. Why did everything... everything broke there for a second. Okay. Now... yeah, now I can do that. So we needed the same thing we had going on last time, where we have the coal pickup and the iron pickup all going into these bad boys, and then having that being picked up, but this time onto a conveyor belt. And then this up here, we want to put into... ooh, that's a very small window. Okay, hold on. We want that to go as far as we can. I don't know if that's far enough, but we will... jeez, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons all over the place. There we go. Is that filling that up? I don't see it. There it is. Okay. It is not far enough, but we'll just have a little gap there, I guess. That's okay. Yeah. Oh, well. Let's bring these up as far as they will go. We are going to need some more of those underground things at some point. So might as well make them now. Make some extras. And then we can just do this right now. Yeah. Okay. Now, I will continue making these. Except that one can't really go there. We're going to have to skip a spot. Okay, so I have got the start of... oh, let's up our research. I've done the startup of our steel production. I've made it quite a long line just because it does take some time for everything to smelt, so I think it'll be able to handle it. And we'll probably need to upgrade this to keep up with any kind of production we use with steel anyways. Not sure how well everything is going to expand. Might just try putting it on the opposite side and see if that'll make room for it. But I had to split it up a little bit. I couldn't make it a solid row of furnaces because I had to make room for power due to there being two arms on this side. But I think it's working pretty well. We'll see how well everything keeps up. We may have to expand iron. I'm happy to see that copper is doing well, and I have a feeling at some point we'll have to up, oh, excuse me, our coal production. Because at some point with all this furnacing, we're going to spread it thin. But so far, it's holding up really well. But I want to expand this a little bit further. And then I need to decide, let's look at the research, because this is ultimately what the next thing I'm going for. Because so far we're not being attacked, And so far, we don't need to go out exploring for other materials. We got a little bit of protection, just kind of more as an early warning system if something comes from the north. Because I see it there now, little red dots that I just barely noticed the first time, and I think those are bad guys. Which, frankly, has me a little bit worried. But we'll get to that when we get there. Okay, back to figuring out what we need. So, I guess let's just look at the first thing, piercing rounds magazine. Wall seems easy enough. I think that's just stone. I'm already breaking from the order. Let's start from the beginning. What's the last item? Good job, Brandon. Why can't I find wall? There it is. Yeah, so it's just stone brick. So we're actually going to have to automate this little section. Because I'm an idiot, I've built on top of it. But, you know, mistakes are made. So that one's simple enough. Let's go back to the hard ones. Grenade. Oh, geez, I have to make a grenade. Grenade requires coal and iron. Okay, that's actually pretty simple. I can almost just continue on from my steel lines, iron and coal lines, and build assemblies. Okay, that's not too bad. And then the piercing rounds. Ooh, this is where it gets more complicated and expensive. Okay, so copper plate, which we have excess of right now. Steel plate, which we just made. And then firearm magazine, which is just iron. Okay, sorry. Quick time jump. Someone came to my door for some weird reason. What was I talking about? Firearms. So this is almost kind of like one of the research ones where we just need to pull iron for this one to make the firearm magazine, and then have another thing that's just copper and iron. But ultimately, so this is going to require two assembly machines. What are the words? Oh yeah, assembling machine. I got it right. 2 assembling machines to make that item. And then I think just one. It was just one for the grenade, right? Yeah. Okay. Question is, where am I going to put all of this? Because frankly, it should have its own spot to eventually get. If I click on one of these, does it even have room for it? Does. Okay. So theoretically, I need to get it onto one of these 2 assembly lines. Because now that I think about it, I don't know why they're on separate assembly lines anyways, other than to accommodate more. Stronger explosives. Why not oil processing? Start the research. I don't know. So eventually it's got to come over to here anyways. We could clear out these trees and go another layer up. I have a feeling it's going to be big, and then eventually it'll come back down into here. Or I think I want to reserve this space for iron, to expand iron production if I have to. Although eventually I have a feeling these ores are going to run out. So I could do it on the opposite side. Let's... What does I want to do? What does I want to do? Guess I could just keep kind of going up and move our turret up as well and have it more centered. So I'm going to spend a couple minutes and clear out some trees, I guess. Okay. Wow, that took forever. Cutting down trees is painful. Look how many logs we have. I think I'm going to set myself up a little chest for excess materials. Because, oh man. We've got... Ooh, a steel chest. Yes, please. No, we'll just do a iron one, which we apparently already had. We'll stick it right here because nothing's really happening right here. Yeah. Let's put a bunch of the wood in there, since we really don't need that much in our inventory. Put some of the stone in there as well, since we really don't need a lot of that in our inventory at the moment. The rest is good. I should probably grab some more steel while I'm thinking about it. So, where did I put the steel chest? Is it up here? I always forget. Oh yeah, it's halfway. It's right by the interchanger. Or the lane changer. Let's grab a few more of those. And let's grab a few copper. So I got this area cleared out up here. Now eventually it's going to have to end in a line kind of similar to this. Because it is 3 resources, we can only have 2 on a conveyor. And so we'll have to have a conveyor on each side to get all 3 in, or we do a double conveyor. Which I guess is... I don't know, that might be better. I don't know. I'm also trying to figure out how to orient this. Do I do it up and down and then have it like merge and come back down? Or do I try to do lengthwise and have everything meet up? I don't know, I guess coming back the other way and then coming down into this. Is any of that making sense to have like the 3 materials going lengthwise, all the conveyors meeting up over here and then coming down and across to then be assembled and then brought down into the research, because this research lane can be extended and all that stuff. So ultimately, I mean, let's kind of, I guess let's kind of lay this out. Do I need, what's so special about this other assembler? Because I've leveled up stuff, so I should essentially is it just crafting speed is faster? I need a bunch of steel in my pocket, so let's set up... Oh boy, look at that steel consumption. Or iron consumption is high. We are not keeping up with that at all. We'll definitely have to boost this up. But for now, at least these stuff is keeping up. I should start the next research because that thing's yelling at me. Let's do our classic little feeder into a box that we do. Let's use one of our wooden boxes because why not? Yeah. And maybe we ought to make the next level of like assemblers for all this so that we're like, you know, upgrading with stuff. Maybe use the fast inserter instead of a regular inserter. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that'll necessarily be necessary. But we can see, I guess. Maybe we'll use regular ones for now. We don't have like a better conveyor belt at the moment, I don't think. Not yet. So we don't need to worry about that. We don't really need to look at logic yet. Okay, so let's grab some of the steel and let's make a few of these. Because we're gonna need a few, quite a bit. So, over here, we are eventually going to need So eventually there's going to be... Oops. Trying to leave room in case that there's something needs to be something in between. Because I find that in some like machine type games, if I put everything too tight, I don't have any room to put it like put. I say wires because it's usually wires, but conveyors through in between stuff to route it to another side if I have to. So I'm gonna leave a little bit of room right here for such a thing. So right up here we will have assemblies with a conveyor coming off that is going to come down and feed into one of these sides. Above it, we can have... I'm thinking maybe we'll do the double conveyor method. We'll have to with this setup. Where we will have 2 of the materials on one and 1 of the materials on the other. So maybe the 2 on the closer so I can use a fast inserter. And then the single one on the far away. Now that stuff needs to come all the way to the end. We're going to need a buttload of these. Let's just make all 300. Because let's be honest, we're going to need it. And then let's go grab more steel. Okay, grab some more steel and iron. So we're going to need to bring this all the way. How many... Where are the conveyor belts? How come not? Oh, because I'm still making these dumb factories. Let's let my production catch up to me a little bit. Okay, so I decided I was going to be probably using a lot of conveyor belts. So I decided to add a little picker-upper. I just had a fast inserter. I've queued up a lot of stuff to be made. But let's get back into it. This is going to probably come all the way over to here. Tearing down the forest, we revealed a little iron patch that we might end up using. But that's probably pretty good. Yeah. We can have this be our first 2 sets of resources. Or no, this is the last one. Which is probably going to be this up here. Then we can add in this. Let's do that. And this one's going to be our 2 resources along here. Okay. So, I think easiest one first is to do stone stuff. So I got a lot of stuff queued up, but just making it being made in my pocket. But as far as the stone wall goes, probably don't need anything too fancy. What am I looking for? This. Let's do... Well, hold on. Let's pick up a conveyor belt, because just in case, let's leave a line. This will be the output from the stone. And we'll start it over here and expand over as we need. I have a feeling we won't use it all. In which case we can merge in other stuff if we have to, but we will start with this. I can never think about what I'm actually looking for. There we go. An assembly. Let's do 3 for now, since it technically is going to take 2 to make it. Now if these ones... Okay, there we go. I'm finally back to making these ones. So we can do... middle one. And then it'll just be... Yeah. Just stone going in. And then we will have stone coming in. So while we're doing this, let's be making some drills because we're going to need to be automatically drilling stone. Man, at some point we're using a lot of power. At some point we're going to have to up our power up. We'll start with that for stone. Yeah. And then we can bring power into this from down here. Let's do that. Yeah, and then we can just have it's powering everything. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Now, this stone down here, I really messed up everything here. Let's get rid of this, pick up all that stone. Then let's figure out how best to get what stone is still available. Because I'm awful. I didn't think I'd actually be using stone for anything. Let's do... what am I doing? Let's grab our conveyor belts first. This is going to be really messy, but I think we're okay. Actually go that. Yeah, that's gall. This is so bad. Let's do that. Then we can actually do that. I'll need power. Oh, I'm in the way. In between. We can start with that many. This way. Then down. Then go this way. Let's do one more just so I can see where on this side it's going to line up. And done. Let's do... Let's do one more beyond that. I didn't think. Because we're doing one, we might as well do two. Is this going to be sitting on any amount of stone? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah. And then this conveyor... rotate. Can come up this way. Oops. And then... let's come up to this. Need one of them underground things to get past. We are coming up to this one. Boom. Got it coming. Now, I can click on this and say, hey, we need wall. That said brick. I'm an idiot. Why did nobody tell me? Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. I need stone brick. How do you make stone brick? One's with a freaking furnace. Gosh, dang it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This one's not simple. It's not simple. It's not simple. And I messed up here. Because I'm an idiot. Gosh, dang it. Okay. It's okay. This is salvageable. We will just have some furnace along right here. Yeah. Do I still have furnaces somewhere? Nope, I need to make some. That or I'm blind. Good. Do it faster. No, because it requires stone brick to make it. Oh, gall. We'll do these. So. Oh, but that means I need coal up here. That's okay. We're going to need coal coming up this way anyways. So we can steal from this assembly. This line's going to be stretched really thin. It's okay. It's okay. Nobody panic. Everybody stop panicking. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Oh, jeez. I'm going to have to do the same thing where I have to split it up because this is coming in double. One more. There. Then we're going to need a bunch more of these. We always need more of these. So I'm going to start building a whole bunch. Because you need them to make the other ones, and then when I make the other ones, my supply of these ones go down, and it's just a whole cycle. So I'll do that. Oops. Bring all these up. Kind of do the same similar thing that we did to the steel. Okay, so this is set up and ready. It just needs its line of coal. We needed coal for the grenades, right? Yeah, coal and iron plate. So let's kind of figure out how that one's going to go, and we can, as we bring the coal up, we can feed it into that. Okay, you're flashing, and I'm finally noticing you. So let's start researching you for no particular reason, but just because we're supposed to. So we can start the next line. I always pick these to start off my thought process, and I should really be picking up the conveyor belt. So the output from this is going to be... We'll leave some space again, just in case. This will come all the way over here, and eventually feed in. I'll figure out all the feeding in later. But from there we can now kind of more easily put in our 3. Start with. Grab some of these. And then this is going to require 2, so it'll be these and then one of the long-reaching ones. Yeah. So this is where I need to make a whole bunch more of these, and because I made a bunch of these, I'll need to make a whole bunch more of these. It's a never-ending cycle. Okay. Yeah, now we just need to power this by kind of doing that and that. Here I can choose grenade. Did I actually choose stone for all these, or did I figure out my mistake and give up? I figured out my mistake, gave up. Okay. Now, this is going to require 2 lines in. Don't really care which is which. And now we just need to get them up here. This is the easy one. I say that now, and it probably won't become true. There's almost no steel making it here. This will be interesting. No matter which line I take it from, it's going to end up being super low. Mostly because this is still trying to fill up with steel. Yeah, we're just going to have to up our iron production. We don't really care if it's sustainable right now, we're just making it. So, let's bring these up. Instead of doing 2 undergrounds, let's just do 1 underground for copper. Now, iron can come up. We do a switcheroo early on. No, you know what? Let's just bring it all the way up. Where is it? At some point, I go this way. Boom. Let's do the same thing. Ah. Oh, I did something awful. Why'd that happen? I didn't do that, did I? I did something fancy and it did something auto-magically on me. Okay. So now we got coal coming up. I'm curious as to me pulling away that much coal, if it affected a whole lot. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. Kind of. You can kind of see it down there fading a little bit. But it's okay. It's not like this is going to get consumed super fast. You know, I say that now, but who knows. So, I need a little offshoot of coal for this. So, where are the splitters? And then we're going to need some underground stuff. I'll make another one just because. There's a splitter here. We will do it early on. And then it eventually needs to feed into one of these boys to come across. So we can now... What am I doing? This way, this way, this way. And we can do... Bada bing, bada boom. And now that could be making bricks. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay. And eventually this will get steel to where it can make... Did it actually make any? How come these made it all the way over here then? What are you doing? I didn't grab enough. I'll be quicker. Sure, power. Why not? I'm sure it does something really cool that I don't know about yet. So that's some... Our bricklaying. This is actually making the walls. Okay, this is going well so far. So now we just need to merge these two into the far one. Yeah. What's the best way to do that? Because they're both going to be coming in on this down bottom side of the conveyor. For now, let's just remove this one. We can do tunnels underneath whatever we do. So you can almost have this one coming down in and have this one meet it, but it'll still be coming down on the wrong side. By that I mean you can make this do that, or do that, and it comes down, but it's on this side, which means this one needs to somehow, we really don't care about any of that, this somehow needs to get on the opposite side. I guess I can just do an inserter, do like a fast inserter to the opposite side. Yeah, I think that's my best bet. Which means we need to get power down here. Which means I need to follow this same pattern of one in between for expansion purposes. Yes, it'd be more efficient to do its full length, but if I end up needing to produce up to this point, this allows me to not have to replace them. Okay. So that kind of solves that problem. Now I just need to do that and then make another one and do that. Let's make a couple more. Oh, I'm running low on those again. Actually, we have a box being made for this purpose. Look at it. It's beautiful. Sorry. Now, come to here and line that up. Okay, so our first two productions are working. Though steel is not making it all the way to where it needs to. The third one is also going to be using steel. Or not steel, I keep saying steel, iron. It'll also be using steel, but iron's the main culprit of... We are using way more than what we have available to us. And these are fully capable of working at full capacity. And this is actually keeping up with capacity at the moment, which is good news. And this also means that I can start essentially making another line just opposite. I can essentially make another one of these mirrored over to this side. So I'm going to go ahead and make that real quick. Okay, we now have double the lines of iron. So I have essentially doubled our iron output. Bad news is coal might no longer be able to keep up with us. If you look at the coal, even in our iron section, although it was a quick sudden surge of needed coal input, it did not keep up at all, let alone all of our other coal needs. So we'll see if things recover after the sudden surge of input, including the ore, which seems to be struggling a little bit. Which is a concern. Because that would mean I need to shift all of this over a little bit and actually do a double input of one being iron and the other being coal. Which means my whole purpose of doing this all zigzaggy the way it is to keep it all in the same line has been for naught. Which I probably should have seen coming, but you know, I don't claim to be the smartest one ever. Cause yeah, it just ain't making it all the way up there. Well, I don't know, maybe give it a minute. No, because it really should be making it all the way. How am I going to fix this? I've already committed to my cool zigzag pattern. Which it doesn't really... mean, I could literally just shift all of these over one right now. That means I need to undo everything I just did. And either way, coal is not outputting quick enough. Man, look at that sparse coal. What's happening down here? Is it really as much coal as we were outputting? We just weren't using it very fast? Yeah, we're not outputting very much coal at all. Let's make a whole bunch of these. Because, yeah, we really should be making way more. Let's go ahead and get that. Powered. We are at least keeping, you know, our power up, which is important. Yeah, some things just need to change. I might need to rearrange some stuff offline. Or off video, I guess more accurately. Sure, let's research that. That there. Let's get conveyor belts running. There we go. More power. That's almost doubled our previous coal output. Which probably isn't going to still be enough. But I'm trying to... This iron problem is bugging me. Because I do realize I've made this super inefficiently. By thinking that a single lane on a belt is going to just continuously feed everything. Let's see if what we've done at all has helped with iron output. Not really. Steel is still consuming most of what is going up. But, you know, I think it's doing better than it was. So, I wish there was like a copy, delete, move over, paste option. Like in some of the other Factorio games I've played. Of course, in that one, you're not actually a physical man running around. God, how long have I been recording? Ooh, very long time. And I don't know how much can actually be cut. Ooh, this is going to be a long episode. So I might offline. Keep saying offline. Off video. Split this into 2 belts. And shift all of this over. I will keep recording just in case I get attacked by bad guys. But for now, I think I am just going to sign off. Shift this over. Shift these over. So essentially get rid of this belt I'm on right now. And then move these over so that I'm getting iron on both sides. To make this more efficient. And then at some point I'll probably have to do that to copper as well. But so far copper is a mad lad. It is not being used nearly up to its potential. So it's doing just fine. It doesn't really care. Yeah, so I'll say bye now and fix this stuff, and if something cool happens, you'll see me again after I sign off. But until then, I hope you guys are enjoying this series, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!